Hey guys, and welcome to another Daily Tip episode. It is March 19th, 2009, and I'm going to go over some electronic drum kit stuff and how to hook it up to Superior Drummer so you can get a much more natural sound. As you can see, I've got Superior Drummer loaded up in the background, and then I've got another video on my actual electronic kit. This is a Yamaha DTX 3 Special that I got a few years ago. It actually has the real cymbals instead of the little half moon looking things. It also has an actual real dedicated hi-hat, which works really well with Superior Drummer, which I'll show you. So how I hooked this up was taking a MIDI cable from the DTX module, which you can see there. It's going out of the back of that, and then the MIDI out on the back of that module. I'm running it all the way around on my wall, all the way to my Fast Track, the back of my Fast Track Pro, as you can see there, and then into my computer. So that's just the easiest way to hook it up. Now, when you are going to go ahead and play it, and it should automatically recognize it as a MIDI controller. All you have to do is go in and set up a few settings inside of Reaper, which we'll go ahead and show you now. I'm going to get myself situated back behind my computer here, and I'm going to show you here. You can see Superior Drummer loaded up. But if you want to go to the MIDI devices, you can come and go to Options, Preferences, and go here to MIDI devices. And down here, I have Fast Track Pro MIDI in enabled. And that's going to give you the MIDI from your drum controller into your computer. So I'm going to go ahead and bring Superior Drummer back up. Now, in order to get this to work, what you're going to want to do is right-click on each drum, and over here in this little module area here where it says Instrument, there's this little button down here called Learn, and when you click on that, all you have to do is see here on the snare you've got several things, but if you just want the center of the snare, just to hit on the center of the snare, you hit this Learn button, go over to your E-kit, and tap the center of the snare. And that will automatically log that note to that drum, and then the same thing for the bass drum. All I had to do was the snare and the bass drum. Everything else was automatically set up for me when I plugged in my MIDI cable, which was pretty cool. So now what I think I do is record an actual track. I'm going to go ahead and go here to the mixer and make this multi-channel output. That way, if I want to change any sounds or anything, later on I can do that. Now, the versatility with an electronic kit is you can come in here and replace all the drums afterwards if you would like. Also, you can pretty much get a silent recording because you can wear headphones. I'll be wearing headphones here. So I'm going to go ahead and record something here and go over to the kit and play some dynamic stuff. I'm going to show you how sensitive you can actually be with Superior Drummer. It's pretty awesome. Also, if you have different settings on your electronic kit, make sure they're set to the most dynamic. I have 3 levels. I have easy, medium, and then dynamic. Dynamic gives you multiple levels of sensitivity, so you can get really light taps, and then you really have to smack it to get all of the signal out of it. So it works pretty much just like a regular acoustic kit, which is pretty awesome. I was actually surprised at the type of sensitivity you can get. So I'm going to go over here. I already have this track armed, and you want to make sure it's MIDI all channels. So it'll record all the channels of MIDI coming from whatever interface that you're using. So I'm going to go ahead and click record here. Click record and go over to my E-kit and just play a few sensitive things so you can really hear what kind of sensitivity and realism you can get out of an E-kit. So here we go. Alright, so there you can really tell that you can get some serious sensitivity out of um, Superior Drummer and a nice electronic kit. And you can see as I scroll through here, all of the hits are already recorded into a MIDI map. Um, so you can go in here and change. If you double click on this, it'll bring up the MIDI map. You can go in here and change anything you want. You can see all the velocities down here are changed automatically. You don't have to come in here and program anything to make it sound natural. It's already there. Another thing that you might want to note is if you do want to come in here and change some things, that these notes are not going to be on time. As you can see, this one right here is not on an actual time mark. So if you're playing with this with the metronome, which I wasn't, then you can come in here and actually move all these little hits around and make them on time. So they're perfectly on time with the metronome, which makes it really versatile and a lot easier to make sure you have a perfect sounding drum sound, a perfect in time sound, but with a natural feel. So I think that's going to do it for this daily tip. Hopefully it was helpful. I haven't seen a lot of electronic kit stuff on YouTube, so hopefully you enjoyed this, and we will see you next time in another daily tip episode.